honestly, what's happening in Indonesia right now deserves way more attention than it's getting. Before you scroll away or think this is someone else's fight, pause and listen, because this is a nation bleeding, and you don't need to be there physically to feel its pain. When lawmakers handed themselves a 50 million rupiah monthly housing allowance, around $3,000, nearly 10 times Jakarta's minimum wage, it wasn't just tone deaf. It was a slap in the face to every family scrambling to pay rent or put food on the table. That moment wasn't politics as usual. It was the fuse lighting a powder keg of frustration and despair. Then came Afan Kurniawan, a 21-year-old Gojek delivery rider doing what countless others must do to survive. He wasn't a protester, just someone trying to finish a food delivery when a Brimob armoured vehicle struck and ran over him in central Jakarta. The vehicle didn't stop. It didn't care. That brutality was captured on video and spread across every screen because this was no accident. It was a symbol of a state crushing a life that meant nothing to those in power. The most infuriating part, the government only started paying attention once the economy began to plummet. Not when Afan was killed, not when people filled the streets demanding justice, not when families, friends, and ordinary Indonesians were crying out against corruption and brutality. No, their ears suddenly opened the moment their money, their economy, their image started bleeding. Only then did they pretend to notice. Only then did they suddenly care. That right there shows exactly how little human lives mean to them compared to wealth. What followed wasn't calm. Ordinary people, students, gig workers, labour unions, raged across Jakarta, Surabaya, Bandung, Makassar, and beyond. Parliament buildings, local government offices, even the finance minister's home were torched or looted. In Makassar, a regional parliament building fire killed at least 3 people. At least 6 died overall, hundreds were arrested, thousands were angry, and the country's stock market shook. Jakarta's exchange slid 1.5%, the rupiah slid nearly 1%. Under the weight of that blowback, President Prabowo Subianto finally moved. He cancelled his China trip, ordered an investigation into Afan's death, revoked the MP's housing allowance, and halted overseas trips for parliamentarians. 7 police officers have been detained and questioned. Even Indonesia's National Human Rights Commission, Komnas HAM, has launched its own probe. But let's be clear, these gestures, while necessary, are just Band-Aid over a gaping wound. Afan represents not just himself, but the silent millions, the precarious riders, the struggling gig workers, the oppressed middle class and poor whose lives are deemed invisible until one of them dies publicly. This outrage isn't a trend. It's a denial of being treated like humans. It's state violence that made a delivery driver into a martyr. It's shameful. It's enraging. A delivery rider's death should not have needed economic consequences to be acknowledged. His life mattered the moment he took his last breath on that road. His story should not be reduced to a passing headline. And yet, this is the cycle we keep seeing. Justice delayed, ignored, and only ever brought up when the elite realise it's hurting their pockets. So here's the burning question. Is it right to talk about this and force people to notice? Yes, and more than that, it's your duty. This tragedy must not fade into a forgotten headline. If you see injustice, if you see a system that silences the powerless, speak up, amplify, demand accountability. Because if nothing changes, and if Afan's death becomes just another statistic, it means the system won. Let his name live, not as an echo of sorrow, but as a rallying cry. Don't let the world move on while lives like his are still being crushed. Until justice is served, until the inequality ends, until Indonesia stops running over its most vulnerable, this issue should not die down.
Indonesia needs your help. Hello, this is Yapermiko. I'm from Indonesia, and I will tell you guys what's happening in Indonesia, what chaos is happening in Indonesia. So our network connection is being very laggy and bad, and I'm scared that it's because the government wants to shut us up, and if I don't make a video immediately, the network connection will be entirely cut down, and I can't, give some updates to you guys. So here I am. I got no videos to edit to because this is a very urgent situation. So if you ever if I don't post for a long time, just DM me or something like that. And if I don't reply, that can either mean three things. Okay, I can be dead, missing, or the network connection hasn't been coming back. So yeah, please pray for my country. I'm so sorry for the broken English. I'm panicking like very bad right now.
I might be dead. You heard me right. I might be dead, missing, or kidnapped. My phone might get resetted long distance because I speak the truth. And my truth is loud. And they're a coward. A coward who's scared of words. People get killed, shot, and they censored our voice. But I won't stop. I'm not scared of them. They trample on our dignity, and we will not let that happen anymore. Starting tonight, they'll kill protesters with snipers everywhere in the country. But I'm not scared. Even if I die, I'm dying while doing the best for the country. So take my words. If I didn't post for a long time, longer than a week with no update, I might be dead or missing. And that's fine. I got no problems to that. But if I do go missing, look for my other account. Yepermiku JSTC. Pray for me, my country, and my people.
Innocent people in Indonesia are dying. Cities over there are shutting off power to kidnap and kill people. Police trucks and cars are running innocent people over with no sympathy. All because people are protesting. Let me explain. There's corruption happening from the House of Representatives, or called DPR. DPR has always cut people's salaries, sometimes by $50. And of course, Indonesian people have started to protest against it. At first, everything was normal, until police started resorting to violence and using guns. At least 20 people died yesterday due to this. The president is shutting down most internet over there next week, so nobody will know what will happen. Also so that nobody can seek help from other countries. What's going on there right now is inhumane. So please, no matter how many followers you have, speak up about this on whatever platform you want.
I kissed my best friend's bully. No, I didn't, but hundreds of people are dying in Indonesia because of the protests. I will explain it as understandable as possible. The tax increased by 250%, which is insane, and even more insane for the people in Indonesia. Teachers are getting about $20 to $50 monthly. Average teachers in America are making about $52,000 monthly. So the people protest, thousands of people do. The government isn't fine with that at all. That's why they will start to shut down the phones, shut down the internet, and from what I heard also, unalive the protesters. Inform yourself about it and spread awareness.
If you don't care about Indonesia's situation right now, skip. I'm here to tell you guys to spread awareness or something like that. Indo is not okay right now. Any information's about demo. Spread. Make your own video if you can. Let everyone know about what's happening.
In Indonesia, things aren't getting any better. Instead, they're getting so much worse. Starting tonight, the police and the Indonesian government have decided to start killing protesters with snipers all over the country. Instead of merely injuring them like they did with the rubber bullets, they're using real bullets and killing the people who tried to speak a word about our country. But I'm safe. DPR can't speak English. I'll try my best to stay inside and to give you guys further updates so that you guys can learn more about what's happening in Indonesia. I would like to continue spreading the word on what's happening in Indonesia because I would like to let the whole world know. But for now, we have to pray that everybody stays safe and that everybody's aware of what's going on. We need to pray that everything's gonna be safe and that everybody knows what's going on because Indonesian news televisions are not letting us know anything about this. Our only source of news of what's happening in our country is news from overseas or from online. Our news programs are completely disregarding what's happening in our country and completely shutting our voices down, which is why I'm trying to share as much as I can on social media before it gets banned if it ever does. Please spread the word. Thank you so much.
A revolution going on in Indonesia right now, and the world media system is suppressing it. They are using the One Piece flag as a symbol of liberation. One Piece fans, where the fuck are y'all? Like, why the fuck are y'all not boosting this? Like, this is the moment that so many of us have been waiting on our entire lives. There is literally world change, like revolutionary change, literally knocking at our doors. And as Americans, we are ignoring it, right? We live in this fucking bubble where we're supposed to think everything is just fucking great and fucking great. No, there are fucking revolutionary fucking changes taking place right before us, and we cannot see them because we live in a fucking shell, and our fucking government doesn't want us to have a revolutionary fucking spirit and join the fucking wave. People of Indonesia just attempted to overthrow their parliament. The military people are literally hosing them fucking down, and they have been out in the streets for weeks. The first time I posted about them was on the 3rd of this month. We are, 3 days from the end of the month? They have been on the non-stop revolutionary path for almost 30 days now. And we are sitting at home, going to our jobs, complaining about Trump fucking deploying militaries and turning us into a police state. Hello, people! Are we watching the same fucking movie? Revolutionary change is knocking at our fucking door, and we're resisting the call. Oh my God. Shout out to Indonesians. I pray for all of your safeties. I pray for the overthrowing of your government. I pray heads roll. I pray heads roll. All live under oppressive systems that hide under the guise of fucking democracy. There is no such thing as democracy. Democracy is fucking fake. Voting is fucking fake. And Indonesia is fucking proof of that. America is proof of that. I'm so sick. I'm tired. Shout out to the Indonesian people. I wish I was there with you. I wish I could join the fucking fight. Kinda. Don't lie. Kinda. I wish I had y'all's spirit. I wish I could be there with you, but I am there with you in spirit. I'm sending you all peace, love, prayers, and protection.
Guys, especially from Indonesia, have you guys realized that we can't open TikTok Live even though our Wi-Fi connection is good as the river? It's not your connection. Guys, don't worry. So basically, the government banned TikTok Live for a certain time. Due to too many broadcasts about the protest. Yes, literally, we lost another media to spread awareness and to speak up. First television, and then radio, station, now TikTok Live. At this point, YouTube Live is our last hope. And then that's all. Stay safe and
Real Keys App.